and welcome back to another lovely episode of Simply Natural Black Life. Guys, today is November the 2nd. Hope everybody is off to an amazing start, had an amazing day. Today's video is basically going to be about, because a lot of you guys have emailed me and have messaged me and left me comments in the description box and where you can leave a message of how to start your, excuse me, how to start on your decluttering business. So the first thing I would say is that you should have in your mind, the first thing is this something that I really want to do, or is this something that people, because it's the trend, or it's just to make sure that it's not a trend and this is something that you want to do for your own lifestyle and for your own family. That should be the first thing that you consider, is knowing that this is something that I really want to do, not because other people are doing it or it's practice, are you seeing it on YouTube or what have you. Have it to be your own thinking, your own judgment, and your own decision on why you want to adapt this lifestyle. Because being a minimalist, downsizing and purging, all that stuff, is not easy if you're a person who's coming from wanting to shop a lot, wanting to just every time you go in the store you have to pick something up. If you don't have any real full control, it's going to take you a very, very long time. That's the first thing. The second thing I would say is to gather up a lot of things that you want, that you're leaning towards getting rid of, meaning clothes, household items, knickknacks, shoes, jewelry, whatever it is that you're trying to get rid of. I would advise you to put everything in a box, and within a week or two, if you have not went in that box to pull those things out, those are things that you probably really don't need, like you thought you probably needed. So with that being said, you would put everything that you considered that you were not going, in those boxes to get out, leave them in that box, put them to the side, and see, if the next couple of days you're going to, if not, get rid of that stuff. Sell it, find somebody who needs it, let it go. Let somebody else have it. The third thing I would say is, once you have done that, then you work on the second pile, and that could be your knickknacks in your house. Take them, put them in a box, and see I would just put them in the box, and I would see how I feel once I get that stuff in that box. If it didn't have a desire to pull it back out, to look at it and things like that, or if it don't, hold it close to you if you have to do that, to see, does this make me feel good? Does it make me happy? Can I do without it? You can do something like that. But you have to try these different strategies to see if this is something that you really, really consider doing, because it is really, really going to be hard. I had suggested to a lady, in doing that, and try your best not to go to a store to buy clothes or anything of that nature. Look and see what you already have in your wardrobe, and with that being said, you might have the same very thing you might think you don't have, but because your stuff is so big and so expanded, here and there, you don't know. So I advise you to just grab all those things, put them together, see what you have, start sorting, getting some boxes, putting things in there to see if you want to pull it out. Just go over little things here and there, just little tedious things. You don't have to do a whole lot in one day. This may take you a whole week to do. So like I said, number one, just consider the fact, and where you're coming from, and basically what type of family have you been brought up in, because you might have been brought up in a family that all they know is buying, all they know is shopping. So you have to try that first, putting those things in those boxes, gathering them all up, put them in a box, see how many times you go in and out that box. Even with your shoes, lay your shoes out where you can see them. If you are not putting those shoes on within the next 2 weeks, we know the seasons have changed now. So like with winter stuff, lay all your winter boots out. If you don't find yourself, excuse me, if you have not found yourself pulling out those boots that you thought you loved, or pulling out those riding boots, fall boots, winter boots that you love, hey, you might want to consider I don't even really wear these boots like I thought I wear them. So maybe I can, let them go, release them to someone else, and maybe they can have a say so in it. Okay, guys. Far as the shoes, that's one way of doing that. Even with your fall winter things, winter is approaching. Take all your sweaters out, all your coats out, and see, do this make me feel good? Does this make me feel warm? Can I do without it? Can I put it in this box and don't want to go back in there for a while? Try all those different types of strategies to see, guys, if this is something that you really want to do. So this is not, I'm not telling you guys that you have to do it, but these are some of my strategies that I had to do and do it for myself. Matter of fact, just like earlier today, I had to do the same thing. I had 4 pairs of boots. One of the pair of them boots, y'all, was tight on my feet. So I had to say, why even keep putting my feet in these boots? I can't really wear them with socks because they make my feet, they're too tight. But just because they're cute and they zip and it's, the latest trend, I was like, you know what? I have to part with that. I really have to part with it. Knowing that I really love them, but they were hurting my feet. Not real bad, but still hurting. It was just hurting it just a little tiny bit. So I had to say goodbye to the shoes. And I'll probably show you guys the shoes in another later video. So I hope you guys took something from this. I hope you guys found this to be inspiring, or just a little bit of knowledge as to how to start your own purging, how to start, letting go things and adapting the simple, minimalistic lifestyle, because it is really not hard as you think it is. But for some people, like I said, if you're a person who's used to shopping a lot, picking up things you have no full control, then I don't know, this might not work for you. But your first thought is, can I really do this? And if you really can do it, then that's how you would start, by gathering all your things up, put them in some boxes to see how many times you go in and out of the box. If you don't really go out of the box that much, then I would say, yes, this is for you and you can do it. That is the starting process of this, y'all. So with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go because I got to get ready to eat my dinner. Peace and blessings to you all. And like I said, if you have any more questions for me, just leave them down in the comment section and I will get to you as soon as possible. Guys, peace and blessings. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Simply Natural Black Life. Bye, guys.